A signature makes everything official, whether you're buying a house, car, or perhaps acknowledging you've read your child's report card. The Declaration of Independence and names of those who signed it, all written in cursive. Right now in Wisconsin, there's bipartisan support for a bill that would require students know cursive by the end of 5th grade. Michael Schlesinger takes a closer look at the effort to prevent this style from being written off.
Our curriculum is a good curriculum. We meet the needs of the students.
Third grade teacher Linda Gorman has taught school for close to 40 years, with about half the time at Rolling Hills Elementary in Mukwonago, one of the few school districts in our area requiring cursive be learned.
Tactile memory, which is associated with cursive. There's an increase in their fine motor skills. In addition, there's just a flow and an ease to cursive, which some students find is helpful for legibility and efficiency. And I think there's also time when they're writing that they have time to process than the content of what they're writing.
But Gorman's quick to point out she goes way beyond the lines when it comes to teaching only this kind of curriculum.
Our goal is to provide education which will make them effective writers, and we provide the tools for them to do so, and we provide a variety of tools, whether that would be cursive, manuscript, keyboarding, or for some students it may even be speech to text. So we give the students what they need in order to learn.
I can't think of a student who wouldn't benefit from this instruction.
State Representative Jerry Thiesfeld is so passionate about the topic, this Republican from Fond du Lac has co-written legislation making it mandatory for all public schools in the Badger State to teach kids how to sign on the dotted line by the end of 5th grade.
We're training kids' minds. We're teaching them how to think. And we need to push the limits. We need to create those connections in their brain back and forth between the right hemisphere, left hemisphere, and that is enhanced by writing in cursive. And scientists who study the human brain and can pinpoint which parts of the brain are activated by certain activities will say that cursive activates a different part of the brain than printing does or just tapping on a computer does. There also is the benefit of fine motor dexterity, which is particularly important for the younger children.
The proposal hasn't been formally introduced to the legislature, but it's expected to happen sooner than later.
While I certainly appreciate good, solid handwriting as being able to be read by other people, the most important part is the learning process, not how neat it is.
Currently, 15 states mandate the cursive class. In Wisconsin, most children know how to print all upper and lowercase letters by the end of 2nd grade.
The first word is true. True, T-R-U-E.
There has been pushback by some saying this would give the state too much power enforcing certain studies over others, while costing districts money they might not have. Not so, says the state rep.
You don't have to buy textbooks. If your teacher knows how to do this, it's nothing more than taking some sheets of lined paper, which those who know this know what I'm talking about. Those pieces of paper with all the lines across it that you practice where the word is supposed to start, where is it supposed to stop, how high on the line, how low on the line, going below the line. That's about all you need. And then somebody to show you how to hold the pen, and that's about it.
We're going to be working on the letter R, so it's going to be undercurve, slant, connecting curve. And notice that that letter connects right in to the next.
Meanwhile, instructors like Gorman want to stay out of the policy battle. Instead, she wants to fight for what's best overall for the kiddos in her classroom.
Why now do you think they're introducing this mandatory curriculum?
I think there are a variety of reasons that they're doing it, and I'm going to leave the decision-making to them and the debating and the researching. We here in Mukwonago know that we want to give tools to our students, a variety of tools to help them be successful in their post-secondary education pathways, whatever that might be. So we provide them with that all the way from kindergarten on up.
And this is something that we have let slip away from us, and we need to get it back before it's lost, because we have a whole generation of students, in some cases, who have not learned this, and some of those students are now teachers who never learned it. And so it's time to get it back before it's lost.